I'm sorry, I did not hear that line, Michaela.
Margot, tell me, am I terribly ugly?
Stop fishing.
No, tell me.
Of course you're pretty. You've got nice eyes and a lot of animation.
A little vague, aren't you?
May I come in?
Come in, Mother.
Mr. Dussel's impatient to get in here.
Heavens, you spent enough time in here.
You're not going to go in to see Peter again, are you?
That was my intention.
But you've already spent a great deal of time in there today.
I was in there exactly twice. Once to get the dictionary, and 3/4 of an hour before supper.
Aren't you afraid you're disturbing him?
Mother, I have some intuition.
Well, then, will you do me at least one favor? Can you not shut the door when you go in?
You sound like Mrs. Van Dam.
No, I don't mean to suggest anything. I just wish you wouldn't expose yourself to criticism and give Mrs. Van Dam the opportunity to be unpleasant.
She doesn't need an opportunity to be unpleasant.
Everyone's on edge, and with Mr. Crawler in the hospital...
I'm
this is
sorry,
just-
Mother. I'm going to Peter's room. I'm not going to let Petronilla Van Dam spoil our friendship.
Why don't you two talk in the main room? It'd save a lot of trouble. It's hard on Mother, having to listen to those remarks from Mrs. Van Dam and not say a word.
Why doesn't she say a word? I think it's ridiculous to take it and take it.
You don't understand Mother at all, do you? She's not like you. It's not her nature to fight back.
Anyway, the only one I worry about is you. I feel awfully guilty about you.
What about?
I mean, every time I go into Peter's room, I have a feeling that I may be hurting him. I know if it were me, I'd be wild. I desperately jealous if it were me. Well, I'm not. You don't feel badly? Really? Truly, you're not jealous?
Of course, I'm jealous. I'm jealous that you've got something to get up in the morning for. But jealous of you and Peter, no.
Maybe there's something to be jealous about. Maybe he doesn't really like me. Maybe I'm just taking the place of this cat. Would you like to come in with us?
I have a book.
Will you please let me in my room?
Just a minute, dear Mr. Dussel. Well, here I go. I'll turn the bottle.
Thank you so much.
My God, look at her. I don't know what good it is to have a son. I never see him. He wouldn't care if I killed myself. Oh, one moment, Anne. I'd like to have a few words with my son. Do you
So
mind?
that girlie did not fit.
Oh, one moment, Anne. I'd like to have a few words with my son. Do you mind? Now, Peter, I don't want you staying up till all hours tonight, okay? You're a growing boy here. You need your sleep.
Oh, Anne's going to bed promptly at 9, aren't you, Anne?
Yes, Mother. May we go in now?
Oh, you're asking me? I didn't know I had anything to say about it.
Listen for the chimes, Anne, dear.
You know, in my day, it was the boys who called on the girls, not the girls on the boys.
You know how kids like to feel they have secrets? Peter's room is the only room they can talk in.
Talk? It's not what they called it back when I was young.
Aren't they impossible? Aren't they awful? Treating us as if we were still in the nursery.
Don't let it bother you. It doesn't bother me.
I suppose you can't really blame them. When you think back to what they were like at our age. But they don't understand how much more advanced we are. When you think of the wonderful discussions we've had. Oh, I forgot. I was going to bring you some more pictures.
Those are fine, thanks.
Don't you want some more? Meep just bought me some new ones.
Maybe later.
I remember when I got this. I won it. I bet Yopi that I could eat 5 ice cream cones. We'd all been playing ping pong. We used to have heavenly times. We'd finish up ice cream at the Delphi, or the Oasis, or the Jews were allowed. There'd always be a lot of boys. right. What do you want to do?
I thought I'd just go off on a farm or something. Something that doesn't take much brains.
You shouldn't talk that way. You've got the most awful inferiority complex.
I know I'm not smart.
You don't say that. You're much better than I am in dozens of things, like arithmetic and algebra and... Well, you're a million times better than I am in algebra. You like Margot, don't you? Right from the start, you've liked her. Liked her much better than me.
Well, I don't know.
It's all right. Everyone feels that way. Margot's so good. She's sweet and bright and beautiful. And I'm not.
I want to say that.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not a beauty. No, well then I'm not a beauty. I never have been and never shall be.
I don't agree at all. I think you're pretty.
No, that's not true.
It is true. And another thing, you've changed, that is, from at first, I mean.
I have?
I used to think you were awful noisy.
What do you think now? How have I changed?
Well, you're quiet.
I'm glad you don't just hate me.
I never said that.
I bet when you get out of here, you'll never think of me again.
That's crazy.
When you get back with all your friends, you're going to say, now, what did I see on this quack quack?
I haven't got any friends, Anne.
Oh, Peter, of course you have. Everyone has friends.
Not me. I don't want any. I get along all right without them.
Do you mean you can get along without me? I think of myself as a friend.
No. If they were all like you, it'd be different.
Peter, have you ever kissed a girl?
Yes. Once.
That picture's crooked. Was she pretty?
Huh?
The girl that you kissed.
Oh, I don't know. I was blindfolded. It was at a party. One of those kissing games.
I don't suppose you'd say that count.
They did it with me.
I've been kissed twice. Once by a man I'd never met before who picked me up off the ice, kissed me on the cheek. And the other time was Mr. Coipus, a friend of father's who kissed my hand. You wouldn't say those counted, would you?
I wouldn't say so.
I am certain that Margot would never kiss anyone unless she was engaged to them. And I am sure too that Mother has never touched a man before Pim. But I don't know. Things are so different now. What do you think? Do you think a girl should only kiss a man if she's engaged to them? And you think, well, the world's flying around your ears, and well, you don't know if there's a tomorrow, and what do you think?
Well, I suppose it depends on the girl. Some girls, anything they do is wrong. And others, well, it wouldn't necessarily be wrong with them. I've always thought that when two people...
9 o'clock. I have to go.
That's right. You won't let them stop you from coming?
No. Sometime I might bring my diary. There's a lot I want to talk over with you. There's some things about you.
What kind of thing?
Well, I wouldn't want you to read some of it. I thought you were nothing. The way you thought of me.
Well, did you change your mind? The way I changed my mind about you?
Well, you'll see. people outside talk of nothing else. For myself, life has become much more pleasant. I often go to Peter's room after supper. Oh, don't think I'm in love, because I'm not. But it does make life more bearable to have someone with whom you can exchange views. No more tonight. P.S. I must be honest. I must confess that I actually live for the next meeting. Isn't there anything lovelier than to sit under the skylight and feel the sun on your cheeks and have a darling boy in your arms? I am glad now that the Van Dams had a son, not a daughter. I've outgrown another dress. That's the third. I'm having to wear Margot's clothes after all. I'm working hard on my French, and I'm now reading La Belle Nivernais.
Otto, look up.
What is it?
Otto, someone's here. Someone's here.
You give me that! You selfish, stealing food! Oh, you greedy!
For God's sake, Mr. Dussel! Peter, would you help me?
You selfish, greedy! Let it go! Let go!
What's going on? The bread! You're stealing the bread!
It was you. And all this time we thought it was the rat.
Mr. Van Dam, how could you? I'm hungry.
We're all of us hungry. Day by day, we get thinner and thinner. Your own son. Peter, I've heard him moan in his sleep. He's so hungry. You steal food that should go to them. To the children. He needs more food than the rest of us. He's used to more. He's a big man. And you're worse than he is. You're a mother. You sacrificed your child to this man.
Edith.
This.
Edith.
Don't think I haven't seen you day after day saving the choicest bits for him. Well, not anymore. Not after this. I want them gone. I want them to go.
Edith.
What do you mean? I want them gone.
You're speaking in anger. You cannot mean what you say.
I mean exactly that.
For 2 years we have lived here side by side. We have respected each other's rights. We have managed to live in peace. I know that this will never happen again. Will it, Mr. Van Dam? No. No.
He steals once, he'll steal again.
Edith, please, let us be calm. We'll talk this out. We'll go back to our rooms and we'll find some way.
No more talk. I want them to go. You put us out. On the streets.
There are other hiding places.
A cellar. A closet. I know. And we have no more money left to pay for that.
I'll give you the money out of my own pocket. I'll give it gladly.
Mr. Frank, you told Pooty you would never forget what he had done for you when you first came to Amsterdam. You said you would never be able to repay him. You said...
If my husband had any obligation to you, he has paid it over and over.
Edith, I've never seen you like this before. I don't know you.
I should have spoken out long ago.
You can't be nice to some people.
There would have been plenty for all of us if you hadn't come in
We
here.
don't need the Nazis to destroy us! We're destroying ourselves!
Give this to me.
And
She'll...
don't throw that, it destroys the illusion of the wall. Please take that back. Just hand it to a force.
Give this to me. She'll find you a place.
But, Mother, you're not putting Peter out. Peter hasn't done anything.
No. When I say we must protect the children, I mean Peter too.
I have to go if Father goes.
He's no father to you. That man doesn't know what it is to be a father.
I wouldn't feel right. I couldn't stay.
Very well then. I'm sorry.
No, Peter, no! I don't want my food. They can take it. Just don't send them out now. It'll be daylight soon, and they'll be caught. And
Please, Mother.
They're not going now. We'll wait until meat finds them a place. But one thing I insist on, he must never come down here again. Where the food is stored, you can make his food and bring it up to him.
No, we haven't sunk soloists to fight over a handful of raw potatoes.
Mrs. Frank, Mr. Frank, Margot, and Peter,
Stop it.
Mrs. Van Dam,
Stop it.
Mr. Van Dam, myself. Mrs. Frank,
It's me!
at this hour?
Mr. Frank,
It's trouble.
Margot,
I beg you, don't let her see a
And-
thing like this.
Peter, Mrs. Van Dam, Mr.
Look at the
Van
size
Dam,
of that.
myself.
And that, you're keeping all the big ones for
Stop
yourself.
it.
Mr. Frank, wonderful news! The invasion has begun!
Go on, tell them.
Oh, did you hear that, everybody? Did you hear what I said? The invasion has begun! The invasion!
Where?
It all started early this morning! Oh, I don't even
How do you know?
BBC, they said they're in on the coast of Normandy.
British?
Oh, British, French, Americans, Poles, Norwegians, all of them. More than 4,000 ships. Churchill spoke, and General Eisenhower. D-Day, they call it.
Thank God it's come.
At last.
Oh, I'm going to tell Mr. Crawler. This will be better than any blood transfusion.
What part of Normandy did they land? Did they say?
No, Normandy is all I know, but I'll be up as soon as I know more.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
What is it? What's happened?
Please. I'm ashamed.
For God's sake.
We've all done things we're ashamed of.
Pooty, don't. It doesn't matter now.
Didn't you hear what Meep said? The invasion has come. We're going to be liberated. This is a time to celebrate. Come on! To steal bread from children.
Look at me. The way I've treated Mother. So mean and horrid to her.
No, Annika, no.
Mother, I was.
No.
Awful.
Not like me. No one is as bad as me.
Come on, let's be happy.
Here, drinks, cognac. Come on. Here. L'chaim.
When I think of the terrible things I said,
No, you were right.
That I should speak that way to you, our friends, our guests.
Stop it! You're spoiling the whole invasion.
We're all in much better spirits these days. There's still excellent news of the invasion. The best part about it is that I have a feeling that friends are coming. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back in school by fall. The joke is on us. The warehouse man doesn't know a thing, and we are paying him all that money. Wednesday, the 2nd of July, 1944. The invasion seems temporarily to be bogged down. Mr. Crawler has to have an operation, which looks bad. The Gestapo have found the radio that was stolen. Mr. Ducey says that they'll trace it back and back to the thief, and then it's just a matter of time till they get back to us. Everyone is low. Even poor Pim can't raise their spirits. I have often been downcast myself, but never in despair. I can shake off everything if I write, but, and that's the great question. Will I ever be able to write well? I want so much. I want to go on living even after my death. Another birthday has gone by, so now I am 15. Already I know what I want. I have a goal, an opinion,